Assalamu alaikum dear students. In this video we are going to talk about content, style and form. I have already told you that in order to categorize or classify genres of literary pieces, we have to consider three things: content, style, and the last one is form. What's content? Dear students, content is the information that a writer gives in his write-up or in his literary piece. For example, the writer talks about the theme or story, setting, characters, events, etc. The information that a writer gives about the theme of the story, the message of the story itself, setting of the story, characters of that story, events, etc. Any information about all these things constitutes to our content. Now, what's content? Content is the information of all these things. What information a writer is trying to give, that comes in content. And after that, we have style. What is style? Style means what are the literary techniques. For example, word choice of diction. What type of diction or words are chosen by a writer? Or language. Metaphorical language or figurative language. What type of language is used by the writer? What is style? In style we talk about diction, word choice. What type of words are selected by a writer? Because every writer is very selective when he composes any piece of literature. He is very selective about the words. Word choice, diction, what type of language is used by him, what type of metaphors are created or are employed in a literary piece by a writer. It all constitutes to the style. We have talked about content. Content is the information that is given by the writer and the language used by the writer, exploited by the writer, employed by the writer to present that information, to present the content is called style. Now the last thing is form. In form we talk about the arrangement or order of the sentences. How a writer structures, how a writer arranges the sentences in the content, in the body of a story. That's called a form. Form can also be called as structure. In form, a writer focuses on the arrangement of sentences, the sequence and order of sentences. A writer is very selective in doing the order. That means what should come first, what in the middle, and what should be the closing sentence, what should come last in the story, in the body of a story, or of any piece of literature. That's called a form. Now, my dear students, we have talked about three things: content, style and form. These three things are very important when we categorize, when we classify any piece of literature into genres. We have talked about three things: content, style and form, in order to classify, in order to categorize any piece of literature, or in order to specify the genre of any piece of literature. This is all about the genres. Now in the next video we are going to talk about the literary genre of the lesson Polo, the king of games. Till then, Khuda Hafiz, Assalamu alaikum.